Okay, next up on the card, we got Michael Venom Page against Sam Patterson. Michael Venom Page coming off a unanimous decision victory against Janet Cannonier 6 months ago. And Sam Patterson's coming off a really nice KO victory at UFC Paris, I believe, against Trey Waters. I'm taking Michael Venom Page here to win by decision at plus 220. I think he's one of the greatest strikers you'll ever see in MMA. He's got that karate style, really stands nice and square. He closes the distance like absolute lightning in a bottle. When Muhammad Ali said he turned off the lights and he was in the bed before the room was dark, he was talking about Michael Venom Page. All right, Sam Patterson, he's freakishly long for the division, absolutely freakishly long. He's got great BJJ, and that's where he kind of uses his length the most. He doesn't really use it too well in his boxing, but I mean, you know, he'd be standing in the middle of the cage. He's kind of like Elastigirl for fucking MMA, bro. He'd be striking from absolute out of the cage if he could. But I think Michael Venom Page has got his number here. They train together. They've been training together for a few years, I think. I mean, Michael Venom Page is kind of getting stiffed with these matchups. I mean, what is he doing fighting this little fucking powder keg ginger? I mean, yeah, it's Englishman on Englishman, but it doesn't really make too much sense. He's kind of here for the paycheck, but I think he could absolutely piece him up on the feet. The only way Sam Patterson can win is if he takes it to the ground and submits him. But even then, Michael Venom Page, he does have some decent takedown defense. He's got takedown defense of 61%. His only loss in the UFC is to Ian Gary, and he forced him to become a wrestler. All right? Ian Gary is one of the best strikers in the welterweight division, and Michael Venom Page turned him into a fucking Islam Makhachev wrestle fucker. All right? He is old. He's 38 years old. Sam Patterson's coming into the prime of his career. They got very similar reach, 78 inches to 79. I just cannot see any way to victory for Sam Patterson other than getting a freak takedown. MVP gives him his neck, rear naked choke. Other than that, I think he's going to get pieced up on the feet for 15 here. I really do. He's going to be emoting on him. He's going to be closing the distance super fast, throwing all sorts of weapons, knees, kicks, punches. I just cannot see any way to victory for him. So he's already had that fucking data downloaded from the time that they were training. He probably knows his tendency, and that they probably both do. But that favors MVP and his experience level more than it does with Sam Patterson, in my opinion. But, you know, the last thing that goes is the power. I could see MVP getting a finish here late in the fight, not early. Sam Patterson did have a dusty old chin at lightweight, but now that he's moved up to welterweight, that the lesser weight cut has kind of helped his chin, so he's able to take more punishment. He does have power when he connects, but I just don't think he's going to connect. Michael Venom Page, he's super hard to hit, and even when he does, he can take a few. You know, he doesn't have a chin of absolute granite, but he can take enough to really make it an issue for him. Let's look at the stats here. Strikes landed per minute for Michael Venom Page, 2.39, but there's the big number right there. 1.68 strikes absorbed per minute to 3.93, with a striking accuracy of 60%. In the striking, he dominates the numbers. He dominates in experience. He absolutely pieced up Jared Cannonier, veteran, UFC veteran, who's been in the top 10 for at least 6 years now. He's fought for a title against Israel Adesanya. Okay? The takedown defense, 66%. It's not elite, but it's not bad. It's good enough to come up against a grappler of Sam Patterson's quality. He does have takedown accuracy of 100%, but I don't think he'll be able to take him down and control him for any sort of period of time that will be significant enough to actually sway the fight, the momentum of the fight in his favor. So MVP by decision at plus 220 is the pick. Lock it in, boys.